friends, how you doing today? I am doing well. I hope you are too. I have some stuff I want to talk about. Okay, I got some. I watched some movies, and I want to do some a review on a few things. And what I want to talk about is this franchise. It's the Salem's Lot franchise. Okay, let's get this clear here. A lot of people absolutely love this vampire movie. They love it. It's one of the classics. They put it up there with the rest of the classics. But when I first watched this, I was like, I don't see it. I don't see the excitement. I don't see the. It was a made-for-TV movie that seemed to be really, really long and not very scary. It was just the music, the storyline. It was just, I don't know. It just did nothing for me. I had nothing going on. I mean, I watched some YouTube videos and they were like, there's a part where there's a boy that comes to the window and just the music in the background made me so scared that forever I picture that kid in the window. Oh. No, did nothing. I sat there the whole time and I was like, nothing, no scared, no.
Stop, holy man! You can do nothing against the master.
No jump scares, no fear, no eerie music messing me up, nothing. But people love this movie. Then this came out, the Return to Salem's Lot, and this is kind of what I want to talk about today. Now, Return to Salem's Lot came out. It was one of my pickups. It was in one of my other videos. I explained I got it. A lot of people were like, why did you buy Return to Salem's Lot if you didn't like the first Salem's Lot?
Why?
Because I am a completist. I have a sickness. I need to complete the whole collection of whatever it might be. I probably should have drew the line in the sand with the first Salem's Lot, but I'm glad I didn't. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I watched this. I was like, this weekend I'm like, I'm gonna put in Return to Salem's Lot. I'm gonna watch Return to Salem's Lot, and I am going to review it because I gave the first one a bad review. I was like, a lot of people were like, this is a good movie.
Open the window, Mark. Please. Let me in.
I put this thing in, and wow, cheesy, late night, bad acting, goodness. That's what this was. I can watch this one over. I would put this up there with like The Gate or what's the other one? The Trolls, like stuff like that, or Critters, like that type of genre of horror where it's like it's not scary, but wow, is it interesting? You know what I mean? There's a kid in this movie that he just can't act. He's like the worst actor, and you're watching it and you're like, wow, this kid's a real terrible actor. And then the lead in it, the one that plays the father, is the guy from The Stuff. And I was like, wow, it's the guy from The Stuff. I was excited. I'm like, what, the guy from The Stuff?
Give me my son back!
He's in another movie. But this is a different story. Before it was like one vampire, I think, in the first Salem's Lot, if I remember. This one is like the whole town is vampires, and they're trying to rope this guy back in. They want him to write the vampire Bible, but they can't release it for 200 years after their death. That's like 200 years after his death. So they kind of make a deal with this guy to stay in town and write this book about write this vampire Bible book or whatever about how vampires actually really are. They're not actually blood-sucking people that attack, men and women and children. They're actually, they feed off of cattle, okay? And then in this movie, they go get the cattle out of the fields and they feed off them, and then they're like, the cattle replenishes his blood in 2 weeks or whatever. So in a way, we're not hurting the cattle. We're actually being more humane than people that actually eat meat. I was like, wow, what a concept. This is a lot of stuff going on here. But I'll tell you, it's a Scream Factory release, and I enjoyed this. I at first I was like, why is Scream Factory releasing Return to Salem's Lot? I mean, they didn't release the first one. The first one was a Warner Brothers release, and then once I watched this, I was like, that's why. That's because this is a good cheesy movie that I will watch again. I will watch this. I probably won't watch the first Salem's Lot, but this second one was good.
As only Stephen King could create them. A Return to Salem's Lot.
I mean, I was in awe. Okay, I was in awe because I was like, I went into it with total negativity. I was like, this is not gonna be a good flick. This is gonna be something I'm gonna bite my nails and just kind of push my way through this thing, and I'm not gonna make it. But as I started watching, I was like, wow, I was roped in. And then when they get to the town and they're supposed to be fixing up the house and everything, the kid is such a bad actor. It's interesting. Okay, it's an interesting back. He reminds me so much of the kid that was in Garbage Pail Kid the movie, or he was in Facts of Life. Same kid, Facts of Life kid, Garbage Pail Kid. I mean, the kid, it wasn't a good actor. He just wasn't.
Well, I don't think you're ugly. Exactly.
Wanna suck face?
No.
And that's what this kid reminds me of. And it's funny because the kid's dressed up. He's got the Don Johnson slides on, you know, the white slip-on Don Johnson shoes. I'm like, this is like straight up 80s goodness. That's what this is. What year did this thing come out? I love when I look on the back here. 1987 when this came out. The vampires look absolutely terrible. The special effects, the makeup artists and everything, that the people that did the makeup on this thing, terrible. I mean, you can clearly tell that it is a mask, but don't go in it for the theatrics. Is that the word I'm looking for? Theatrics, like the way they look, as much as you're going for the story. And the story is interesting. Believe me, to me, this blew away this. That's my opinion. And I know what I want you to do. I want you to comment below if you've seen Salem's Lot or The Return to Salem's Lot. And if you have seen The Return to Salem's Lot, what did you think? Am I wrong here? Maybe I just haven't seen a good cheesy horror movie in a long time. Maybe I'm a little off, but I had to review this because I was like, I made it through. I made it to the end. I'm like, I could easily put this in again and watch it again. And when I feel that way, then that's always good. So with that, my friend, this is my little review, my short little review on Salem's Lot and The Return. I didn't say much about Salem's Lot because I reviewed it already before, and I just didn't think much of it. I just was very bored. I thought it was a long, made-for-TV movie that just didn't really go anywhere. Not enough vampire for me. Not enough. This one, way too much vampire, but good. Okay, good. A lot of vampire. Good. The whole town's vampire. Everybody's a vampire. I'm not giving anything away because they're gonna tell you that within the first like 15 minutes of the movie. That everybody in town is just a blood-sucking vampire, and they want they want this guy to write their book, the truth behind them. Okay, they can see their reflections in the mirrors, yes, and they can come out in the sunlight, yes. I mean, it's all the stuff you've learned about vampires. Unlearn it and watch The Return to Salem's Lot, so you can. I don't know. I got nothing else to say. That's it. With that said, my friends, please do me a favor. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you later.